Hi, welcome to Walking the Route Season 3 Rapid Transit Episode 5. I hope you're all doing okay. Here we go. We are currently at Zschortau. I'm not sure if that's the correct pronunciation, and again, I do apologise because my German is rubbish. I do try to use Google Translate, and yeah, not very good. We're on to Rackwitz next, which is a few miles down the road. So, yes, let's get on our way. Hope you're okay. Hope you're keeping safe. Well, hopefully by the time this is published, back in July or August time, I hope you will be safe. Yes. So, we're into the back half of the 2020. Wow, what a year it's been. Woo! Yeah! Wow. That was a shit year. Well, it's been a shit 8 months anyway. Put it that way. Well, I'm doing these a couple of months. You know, it's currently at the moment, it's currently May while I'm filming these. So I'm doing these a few months in advance. Why? Because I've got the time to film them. And the videos are released 2 a month. Okay? So, yeah. And then there's also 2 Train Sim World short videos released. Oh, hello. So yes, we're on our way to Rackwitz, Leipzig, so in the district of Leipzig area. I have no idea. Again, stick it down in the comments about, you know, the route and everywhere. So apparently Rackwitz, there's a car automotive plant there, sort of something, a car servicing plant or something like that. And they have freight running down there. And from what I've seen on Google Images, on Google Maps, sorry, there's car transports in one of the sidings there. So again, if you've got any images, link them in the comments. You know, it's always interesting to find out. Don't hit the signal, Tony. It's always interesting to find out what other stuff runs on the route. You know, not that I'm just totally blasé about it. It's just the fact that, you know, I just like to know. You know, obviously it's not just the talents and the BR182s. So yeah, stick your links to the pictures, to your Flickr accounts in the comments, you know. So about a mile, I think it is, or something like that. The stations start getting a little bit closer as you move into Leipzig area. So you've got some more wind turbines in the distance. I suppose these are more of a feature now among any railway anywhere in the world is wind turbines and also solar farms. You know, there's a few places where I've been. I mean, I haven't been out for a while now, obviously because of my illness, and obviously the year that I plan to go out a fair bit more. Then basically, yeah, the year we get a pandemic, around a global pandemic, and I'm stuck in. And I think in that respect, I have to think myself lucky that I am okay, to a degree, at the point. But yeah, you know, it's a part of life now that you see wind farms, more so in Europe and America, not so much in the UK, because they oppose wind farms, they oppose solar farms. They go on and on about we need renewable energy and all that. And then they go and they oppose it when people say, well, we'll stick some wind farms here, we'll stick offshore wind farms, we'll do solar farms as well, solar panel farms. I mean, we were supposed to, off where I live, we were supposed to have had a wind farm, Navitas wind farm, 9 kilometres offshore, and people complained because it would ruin their view. But it's not their view at the end of the day. You know, I'd rather we had wind farms, to be honest, offshore wind farm, providing cheap renewable electricity. But obviously these people that value their views looking out to sea, which all you can see is sea for all the eye to see, and basically 9 kilometres offshore, they'd be small specks on the horizon. Or they wouldn't be small specks, but they'd be a lot smaller than what you would see, sort of thing. So, but, you know, the general consensus was that even the council, the Bournemouth Council, didn't want it. I don't know what Poole Council wanted, but now they're one council merged together. I very much doubt if we'll see it, you know. But yeah, I prefer that we had wind farms and solar farms as well. I mean, I myself have solar panels on my house. I didn't pay for them; the council paid for them. But at the end of the day, the council get the money, and I get the free electricity that's used. That's why we, you know, during the summer we generate an awful amount of over the past couple of years we've generated an awful amount of energy. We don't see the money. We just get the benefit of cheaper bills, which I'm fine by that. But you know, that's just my personal opinion, to be honest. But yeah, I'm not a go hug a tree kind of person, but I just basically, if we need renewable energy, then we need renewable energy. All these NIMBYs, these not in my backyard people that don't want it because it ruins the view. Well, what do you want? You know, we'll invest in coal-fired power stations then. Oh no, it ruins the environment. Well, we'll have renewable energy then, wind farms. No, you know, you can't. They don't want it. They don't want any of it. We'll have nuclear energy. No, you know, you know, it's just, it's what do you want? You know, I'm not an eco person, save the planet, but you can't have everything. If you don't want renewable energy, you know what I mean? You can't. You don't want to be using coal-fired power stations, nuclear power stations. Which, yeah, fair enough. I understand nuclear power stations. Look at the problems with Chernobyl and whatever happened in Japan when they had the earthquake and tsunami there. You know, I understand that, but I mean, you can't have your cake and eat it. So yes to solar power farms, and yes to wind farms, onshore and offshore, to be honest. And I do see there's a couple of floating turbines over there, which is quite funny. Oh dear. So yeah, sorry, I don't mean to rant on about it, but I think sometimes it's just like, well, you know, at the end of the day, you don't want this and you don't want that. What do you want? What do you want? You know. I find sometimes I think it's where mummy and daddy didn't slap them hard enough to say that, because they wanted their own way. So if they screamed loud enough, then they would get their own way. And I find that a lot with modern day people, some younger generation. Not with everyone, but with some of them. They don't want this, they don't want that. But what do you want then? You know, I see it black and white. That's it for me. I don't colourize it. I don't. I just see it as black and white. Yes or no. If you don't want that, we get that. But if you don't want that, we get that. You know, that's it. End of the day. Sorry, I don't mean to rant on, but that's me and me trying to put the world right. Right, so we're approaching some sidings, I think. Are we approaching sidings? Yes, we are, look. So we're not far from Rackwitz. I don't know... Well, no, they're not. There could be a yard, but I don't know. Right, let's have a look. So off over here somewhere are sidings going off to... And strangely enough, that I was saying actually about you got the wind farm here. There's also a solar power farm, a solar farm here as well. But I don't think they've got it modelled because they haven't got the track all the way around. So if you look at Rackwitz on Google Maps, you'll see at the station, you'll see these two lines here and the sidings here, and you'll see just past the station there's there's a line that goes off to, well, it'll be my left as I walk down, and there's a huge big area where there's big cars all parked. I don't know whether they'll put it in here. I mean, they've used some of these assets. That asset's from on the northeast coast. Northeast coast? The NEC route. I suppose it is the northeast coast, really, isn't it? So yeah, this if you go check out on Google Maps at Rackwitz, Rackwitz, look at the train station and look, as you look at it, look to the right where I think it's the right. So you'll be looking at it like that way. So you need to look over here. Actually, I think there it is over there, look. And it's a huge big car place. And they actually have loaded in the picture on Google Maps, they have car transporters loaded, about 4 or 5 of them, on the in the sidings, and the sidings then go on up, and they go round onto into a just basically not a wind farm, a solar power farm. So we're at Rackwitz, 1226. Well, let's just call it 1227. By the sounds of it, I think we have another train coming in. Right, so we are looking. 1 grit shovel, 2 hazard cones, and a route map. Right, I should see if we... So there's the route map there, look. I don't know how far we can go out, actually. I don't think we'll be able to go to the other sidings. We might be able to walk up a certain... look, so we'll go down there in a bit. Oh, I like this, like the old bike ramp sort of thing. That's cool. It's a bit steep, though. Bit steep for a wheelchair. Beep, beep. Whom. Right, so 2 grit shovels. No, a grit shovel. Sometimes they'd be in here, sort of thing. Maybe not. Or at the end of the platform. So there's one of the hazard cones. So be careful, because the grit shovels could also be down there. Still railway sleepers. Right, well, I'm going to cheat and we're going to go over here. There's no grit shovel there. Just Night Rider scenario. Now, I did do the Night Rider scenario. There you go, grit shovel. So all we need now is another hazard cone, which could be in the underpass. I must admit, I do like doing these. So let's see what's on there. No. And the decent thing is, all these... all these station images, you can look at them... let's go down here like that. On... what's that coming in? I thought we had a train coming in. Obviously not. Damn. Can we go out that way? Look, look. How far can we go out? Look. That's a car park. Ah, yes, it's over here, isn't it? Uh-huh. So how far can we walk? Okay, we can't. We're going to go that far. Well, I'm going to save my feet. I'm going up and down all the time. Rhein-Ruhr Leipzig. Right, so we're going to go down and see if we can get onto this siding. I don't know how far we can go. So we're on our way to Rhein-Ruhr, so 12:30. So we're on next to Leipzig Messe. Or Mess. So that's where the sidings are there. I don't know if we'll be able to do it or not. Just want to have a look, see how far. Nah, I don't think it will let us, which is a bit of a shame. It's always not. I always like exploring sidings, because sometimes if they haven't got a barrier there, you might be able to see what's there if they've hidden anything, like they did on the oh, what was the route called? The Oakville subdivision route. So okay, so this is the siding, and it goes up round there. But in real life, it actually goes round. There's actually bits to it here, I think it is, and then it goes round over here to the factory with the solar panel. So if you solar panel, the solar farm on it. So if you check on Google Maps, type in Rhein-Ruhr in Google Maps, and you have a look, you see. You know, I can understand that they can do so much, sort of thing. So this would be where the oh, sorry, we're going that way. I'm not sure. 'Cause this will be where, like, you'll be shunting the old. Why is it doing this? Oh, it won't let me do it. Look. Oh, so you can't go down there. So I can go up to about there. No, I can't even do that. Right, and then the invisible barrier takes over. So from there, the invisible barrier takes over. Ah well. One day there'll be a point where you will be able to use it. No worries, go anywhere in the, you know, with no siding, no limitations. Which I noticed on in the last update on the Oakville sub, and I don't know whose idea it was. That huge big yard area in the industrial complex at the bottom of the map, they've taken if you look at the map, they've taken all the inaccessible track off the map on the route. So it's not only on that large industrial area, it's also on the Bayview Junction where you can't access it. They've taken all that track off the map, and the map, it just looks awful. I hope they put it back, because it just absolutely looks awful. So we're on our way to Leipzig Messe. Messe. I mean, that's just my opinion, you know. It's just like, my opinion don't count for much. It's my opinion is my opinion, you know. People agree with me, people don't agree with me. But you know, going back to this environmental issue thing, people, the railways have lost so much traffic compared to, you know, for having, you know, losing its coal traffic, delivering coal to coal-fired power stations, you know. And it's not just not, you know, it's just not in England; it's worldwide. Although there are some countries that will still use coal, you know. I think America, you just look at the amount of coal trains there is on there. You know, look on YouTube or look on the live rail cams that you can see. So yes, we're on the way to Leipzig Messe. I don't know how far that's going to be. Let's have a look on the map. Where are we? Map there, isn't it? So that's where we are. It will be here. So a couple more sidings. I think the station's here, I think it is. It's Leipzig Messe, and then there's obviously more railway stuff. So the more we get into Leipzig, then it starts to get a little bit busy with junctions and sidings and a nice little railway depot, which we will be looking at, and a turntable that actually does work. It does look quite nice. I saw it the other day. Really, I was like, oh wow. So yeah, we're not far off from Leipzig, from the end of the line, but through here it all starts going underground, I think, in some respect, and we'll figure a way out how to do that. I think it's just basically commandeer a service and then just basically just go through the tunnel, drive the service in the tunnels, stop at the stations, don't worry about the timetable. And do it all in one go, sort of thing, you know. We might be able to cover more of the stations if we do it in the train through the tunnels, basically, because, well, we'll be going fast. So I mean, the other thing as well is that I'll have the problem like I did when I went to New York Penn, that you go into the tunnels and basically you fall through you either get run over if you walk in the 4 foot like that, or if you walk outside the 4 foot on the side, you fall through the map. So so yeah, I don't know, I'll do it. I think that's the way I'll do it, is do it via train. So yes, Leipzig Messe is on our way. So we started this at what? 12:14, something like that. Yeah, we got about another half hour to go. Sorry about the rants earlier on. I mean, I'm not gonna excuse myself for it, but it's just the way I feel. I mean, it's really weird because I love playing, like, I played Farm Sim. I think it was 2017 or 2015 or not. 2017. And I really took the mickey out of my mate for playing Farm Sim, but I actually played it and I loved it. So I was just like, you know, you could put these wind turbines up, you could put these solar panels up, and I was just like, I know what I'll do. I'll turn a field over. It was only a small field. Turn the small field over to basically stuck 2 wind turbines in it, and then I just put the rest of the field. I put solar panels in it, and yeah, it kind of made me a fair bit of money. I still use it every now and then, the Farm Sim, but I know I've got Farm Sim 2019. It's not as good. It's not as good, I have to admit. But yeah, I'll use that at some point. I know it's available currently when this video was recorded on the PlayStation Store as free as charge, but I've got it, so I'm not really worried about it. I'm looking forward to Construction Sim though, when that eventually comes out. The full beta version, not the version that's coming out the end of June, I think it is. Oh, there's a box there. What's in there? Any bonus items? No. So I like some as well. The other thing as well, you get some stuff thrown on the line, or the stored up concrete sleepers. Cable drums, which you do see occasionally. We're a bit lacking in trains at the moment, which I can't do nothing about. And the other thing as well, when you're walking, you don't really get to see how sort of your gradient that you're going up. A couple more bits over there, graffitied areas. Like I said before, all the graffiti is their own work, because they're not allowed to put real graffiti in the game, because it's the graffiti. Strangely enough, as though it's graffiti and it's illegal, it's actually the person who's done it, the artist, the graffiti artist, it's their own work. It's copyrighted. The hell was that? That's got to be something to do with that lot over there. The invisible barriers. I think this is the thing that annoys me, is the invisible barriers. Another box. There's some sort of construction work going on over here. Can't see though. Ooh, deep in the bushes. And farm fields over there. Could get a nice little tractor and do some ploughing in that field. Oh, look at that! Yeah, you could plough that. Take you about an hour to plough it. Brilliant. Ooh, more sidings. Look. So we're not far from Leipzig Messe. That's the annoying thing, you can't go there. So how big are those sidings then? Oh, they're not, well, they're substantial. But what would they be? They'd be local industry railway yard sort of thing, you know. I suppose. But again, it's just... It's the annoying thing is that you don't get any freight trains on here. That's the annoying thing. That is the annoying thing. You won't see any freight. You'll only see the rapid the talent whatever it is. Is it 225? And the BR 182. You know. Even when you get down to the railway depot, there's no locos on the turntable. It's all there. And this is the annoying thing, is it's all put in there. It can work, but you know what I mean? It's not used. It's all that time that they've taken to put in to model the depot, to model the yards. So again, look at Leipzig Messe and move up a bit, move north a bit when you get there, and look at this yard, you know, on Google Maps. Quite surprised that bridge hasn't been graffitied. I don't think we can get up there. No. No. And the other thing is as well, I'm quite surprised I haven't been bloody mullered by a train. Keep crossing the lines without looking. So we've got the end of the sidings over here. It's kind of a bit weird that you have a junction there. And that's it, look. That's wrong. It's a short spur, but there's no way that you can change the line with a loco. The other thing is as well, it's all workable. Okay. Right, so we're not far from Leipzig Messe. There's another line's coming in there by the looks of it. Wandering away from the main line, look. So I think we're approaching the station, so we'll have a quick look at the station. And we'll decide whether this will be a short episode. Mainly to the fact how far the other station is. Oh no, we've still got a little bit more to go. Obviously, they were still learning with the software they use to build the routes with. So there's going to be routes where they look a little bit naff. I mean, you compare these routes to some of the routes that they've done now. So that's where the line comes in. So that line doesn't really go off anywhere. It's got spawn points. Don't know if there's any trains that go in and out. We're there, and the station's there. So Let's go cross over in the centre because we've got very little distance between the lines. Nice bit of graffitied art. I think graffiti is wrong, but you know, you look at some of these people that do it. Look at how artistic they are with it. It's quite. Some of it looks quite nice. I know people are going to hate me for that, but you know, it is classed as art, to be honest. No matter what people think about it. Right. Okay. So we're at Leipzig Messe. It's 12:46. That's a good 20-minute, nearly a 19-minute run. Right, so we should have a route map, shovel, and a hazard cone. Okay, so there's another part of the station over there as well. I'll have a look at that in a minute. We'll pop down here, see what we got down here. La di da di da di da di da. Some sort of roadway by the looks of it. Ooh, hazard cone, which I've got already. Route map, I suspect I'll have. So that's the other thing as well. Is there any trains that come off there? AI services? Off that spur there? I don't think so. The grit shovel is down below, so we'll have a look in a minute. There won't be anything else here. I mean, I can cheat and I can walk across there, but I won't. I'll just, because I want to go down underneath the subway. Yeah. The next route would be, night station would be Leipzig Nord.
Bitte achten Sie auf den Abstand zwischen Zug und Bahnsteigkante.
Nice. Thought I heard something coming. I was wrong. Grit shovel, found that. Not sure where the poster is though. There it is. So there won't be anything else here. So it's a pretty big station, to be honest. And it runs off a bit of a junction there, whatever the services are there. And then obviously you've got some sort of yard area there, by the looks of it. See if we can have a look at that. Right. So how far have we got to go for Leipzig Nord? There's a bit of a distance, I think. Let's have a look. Right. Oh, Leipzig, Nord. It's just a nice railway yard there. More. So there's Leipzig Nord there. And that's just before the depot. So we'll get to Leipzig Nord. I'm going to walk up to that just in case. We'll get as far up to Leipzig Nord as I can, up to 1 o'clock. 1 PM is my cut-off time. It's got a railway bridge in the distance over there. I don't think we'll be able to get into the railway yard. We'll have a look at it, but there's a couple more railway sidings over there, sort of thing. You can tell where the lights are. I think there was a light there. See, look, they've got the barrier up again. So I don't think you'll be able to go into the yard area, which is a bit of a shame. Should have done that ages ago. So yeah, I think the line goes off round there, so you won't be able to do the siding. That's a bit annoying. It's nice that it's there for artistic look, really. Yeah, there's no way we'll be able to go up there. We'll get to the yard here, but we won't be able to go up into that yard. This would be another bit for like for shunting sort of thing, like a DB204 scenario, some freight wagons and that, I suppose. It's kind of weird. I think it's like the passenger. That looks bad. That does look bad. That it's kind of like the how could you put it? Rapid transit is the equivalent to. Get over there. I don't know what's down there. You see, that's annoying. I want to have a look at that. Yeah, rapid transit is like the passenger equivalent of the Oakville subdivision, because there's loads of passenger stuff. There's no freight stuff. But Oakville sub, there's loads of freight. There's passenger stations, and there's no passenger trains. That's the annoying thing. I think they've literally done Oakville sub as they have because there's not enough scope for passenger services. So we'll be starting the train somewhere just outside Oakville in the north, and you'll probably be driving down as far as the end of the line, which is just below just past Bayview Junction. Is the barrier up here? Yeah. So you can't get access to the yard, which is really annoying. You get up to here. Yeah, you can't go anywhere. Look. So there's the invisible barrier. Oh. So yeah. So we're going to have a quick look at the yard anyway, 6 minutes to do that. Come on. So you won't cut. Oh no. So I'm stuck. These invisible barriers do my head in. Ooh. No, that's as far as we can go. Can't go in the yard. That's a shame. How far away are we from the... That'd be nice, that, because you'd have thought all that you'd be able to use. That's a shame. That is such a shame. I think the station's down there, isn't it? It's on the corner. I don't think we're going to get there in time. So I'll go as close to 1 o'clock as possible. In fact, to be honest, I think I'm going to stop it here. Yeah. I'm going to stop it, but there's nothing going to be coming in anyway. I'm going to stop it here, and then I'll carry on from here to this point at the next episode. To do 11:50, because there's not much you can do. I'm going to run out of time before I get to the episode. Right, so thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Sorry about the rant earlier on, but it's just, well, it's how I feel. If you've liked the episode, please think about subscribing to the channel. Press the bell icon when you if you subscribe. Also, push the little like button as well. It helps everything out. And yeah, comment away on and add the pictures in the comment. Put links to your pictures in the comments to the I will read all the comments, so don't worry about it. And yeah, you know, hopefully I'll see you in the next episode. So yes, thank you all very much, and goodbye for now. Goodbye.